for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
Your 2026 Chicago Bears.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Has his man, it's Smythe. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Stafford from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Complete to Tutu Atwell. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And they make the tackle at the 38. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Williams off the play fake. He's got more once again. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Running behind center with Swift. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Toss play, Swift. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams has it at the 7. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Rams nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That's our target, Puka Nacua. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Rams, first down. It's a gain of
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Stafford now on 1st down. Nakua's got it again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Straight ahead with Williams. And he is down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This 42 yards from the right half. Mevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw here for Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Rams first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They go with Williams on the counter. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Stafford's going to run with it. And they're not going to give him an inch on the second line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Stafford now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Williams. Goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. To throw, Stafford. Drops this one down here for Williams. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Defense showing blitz, Stafford. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. They want the touchdown on fourth and goal. They're going for it from the 3. Trying for it with Stafford. And he's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams take a second quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Bears 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field down. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Williams from the gun. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Back deep for the Rams. It's Xavier Smith. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Complete to Puka Nakua. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Stafford's going to run with it. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Man in motion, headed right. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams with a quick pass out wide. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
DJ Moore. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this one doesn't go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Again, it's Williams. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. you've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I mean, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams will look to throw. There's a screen now from another guy. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Fourth down, pass coming. Pass brought in by Burden. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A draw now. This is Swift. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gains.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for it, it's Swift. He cuts it right. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take the lead on that successful kick.
14, Rams 13.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 27 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford hits his running back. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He finds Adams. Complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First and 10 from the 32. Now Stafford again. Connects with Adams again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
So it'll be second and 2 when we get back from our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Running right, it's Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Stafford now. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Trying to push this past the marker. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Now here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Williams set to pass. Has his man. It's a doomsday. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters, as we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua to target on that throw. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And send a receiver left. Stafford throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Give to Williams from the gun. He got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And that will not be enough for a first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Near the goal line. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in, Corum. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
3rd and goal, it's Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take the lead right away in half number 2. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Two-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man. Complete. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Bears 14.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now it's Manunga. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He'll try and run this. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker, Brock. Clay gets it up to the 43.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Luther Burden. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 21-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action now for Stafford. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Complete down to the right side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw here for Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Completed left side to Smith. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
To number 19. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
A gain of the play.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Stafford from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throw here, 3rd down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That one connects. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
39 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal, Rams.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that's a gain of 5, enough to put him in a spot where they might actually consider going for this now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Going for it, it's Williams. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? To the air on 3rd and long. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams, then Matthew Stafford, set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he gets it forward to shoot about a yard out of that. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stafford now off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Third and a lone yard coming up. He tries to sneak it, and they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Rams have the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Throwing now on first down. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll motion Smith left. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Slot man's in motion right. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Bears 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swims. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
All set to go now from the 35. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing again on second, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw third and long. On the move, headed right. And this one does not go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Punting unit out now. And this will mark his fifth kick of the night. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it at the 30. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! And he's thrown down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
I could feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown, and they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Here's Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking from the gun, Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Williams to throw on first. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To the air yet again, Williams. On a quick slant, it's Loveland. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
1st down, here's Swift. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. He's got it on the bootleg. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Desperation time here. Throwing this one back of the end zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
The Rams are set to punt. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now here's Williams. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Off the play fake, Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They motion the tight end over. Desperation time here on 4th. It's on target to Moore. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Here's Williams again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st and 10 from the 43. Again, it's Williams. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st down, Williams to throw. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Little off-centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
That's to Odunze again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Williams off the play fake. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Cameron Curl has it. To set up just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Out come the Rams on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stafford now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Running it after the penalty. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Rams can rest easy with a 3-score lead. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Corum again. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Bears about set for their next possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. One in behind center with Swift. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Getting out to his left. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. To the air yet again, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Sticking to the air here. Catch made by Loveland. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Williams set to pass. That finds Kmet downfield. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. That's Cox. This is Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears drop the lead back to 13. Time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Rams get on top of the kick, and that should ice this game away.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Quarterback run here. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Chicago.